Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 66th edition of the Go4sc2 Cup, a special Go4sc2 Cup because, well, it's Father's Day, and once again, happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. And make sure you call your dad, tell him he's great and that you love him, and enjoy Father's Day together, whether it be playing Starcraft 2 or watching Starcraft 2, more specifically watching the Go4sc2 Cup number 66. And of course, we have a father in the bottom side of MLG Shattered Temple. I'm going to call him Destiny because I'm not sure about his status with complexity. I mean, I asked him and he's like, he's in between, so take that for what it's worth. I'm just going to be referring to him as Destiny in this game. He is the pink Zerg player at the bottom side of this map. I'll call it the 645 position. And at the 1245 position, to stay a little bit consistent, we have the purple Zerg player Devil. So it is going to be a Zerg versus Zerg in round 2 of the Go4sc2 Cup. That's right, if you're just now joining us, Root Destiny did win in round 1. It was a best of 1. He took out his opponent. It was a Zerg versus Terran, using Infestors so well, and quite frankly demolished him. So looking forward to see what Destiny does in this game. Unfortunately, I do not know much about Devil. I honestly don't know much about him, but he is in round 2, so perhaps he's good. This will be a best of 1. Just a reminder, no best of 3 here until round 6. So best of 1s until then, and then tomorrow will be the semifinals and the finals, where the final 4 will fight for $50 to take home. So looks like a little bit of a deviation in both these players' builds thus far. We have Destiny getting a relatively early spawning pool, while the other side of the map we have Devil getting that early hatchery. Not too surprised by this, as this is the MLG version of this map. So Devil did scout close positions first, and since or close air positions first, I should say. And since he did not see Destiny there, he assumed rightly that Destiny is far positions and felt safe enough to put down that early expansion. So we'll see what Destiny ends up doing. A lot of times, if you've been watching Destiny's stream, something he likes to do in Zerg versus Zerg, he gets a spawning pool, gets the gas, gets the spine collar, then gets a roach horn and expands after that. So there, the roach horn does go down, so I do expect an expansion to come fairly soon. It's a pretty safe build. He called it his go-to build when he just wants to be safe in Zerg versus Zerg. So that's definitely what we're seeing from him in this game, round 2 of the Go4sc2 Cup, number 66. So definitely excited to see what happens in this game. Looks like Devil putting down his spawning pool and his gas relatively soon after that first expansion hatchery. And this is MLG Shattered Temple. Pretty balanced map. I mean, if you go to a player and ask them which is the most balanced map, you won't see many people eliminate Shattered Temple from that conversation, at least the MLG version, because there is some trickiness with close positions on Shattered Temple that some may think is imbalanced, at least Zerg against other matchups. But this is a Zerg versus Zerg, and it looks like Destiny coming forward with 2 Zerglings off the bat, trying to do some damage here. Takes out one drone, takes out another drone, so definitely doing a little bit of damage here, paying for himself for sure thus far in the game, and gets out of there with those 2 Zerglings, and is going to try to get up into the main to get some scouting information in. There we go, coming forward to the edge of the creep. Devil hot on his heels, but it looks like his Zerglings may get eliminated. No. Okay, looks like Destiny does see that Roach Horn, so we can have a good idea what his opponent is doing. Killed 2 drones in that engagement, damaged another, and got plenty of scouting information. Saw absolutely everything in his opponent's base. Looks like Devil has about 6 Zerglings out and back in Destiny's base. We do have some roaches coming out. 4 roaches on the field, probably using that to block that ramp in case there's any sort of scary Zergling run by. Looks like Destiny throwing down a Baneling Nest. So really intriguing play from him. Seeing a Roach Horn and then putting down a Baneling Nest is a very interesting strategy indeed. However, you'll see a lot of Zerg players also get that Baneling Nest just to get 1 or 2 Banelings to put in their mineral lines to defend against any Speedling run by, so that they can be safe to move out with some Roach aggression. Looks like Destiny is deciding to do that indeed, coming out to the middle of the map with about 5 Roaches and 1 getting left behind, but perhaps his friends will wait for him. No, all the Roaches deciding to return home to the natural expansion. They got far enough. They did not want to go any further than that watchtower. And looks like in Devil's base we have 4 roaches coming down, and the Baneling Nest is finished from Root Destiny, so I'm really interested to see whether or not he will actually utilize that. I mean, the other application of Banelings I have seen was in that MLG Columbus game between Fox Moon and Root Slush. It was on Shakuras Plateau. And Moon went Banelings and went burrowed Banelings and just demolished his opposing Zerg's force. So Banelings definitely have their place in Zerg versus Zerg. Really intrigued to see what Destiny ends up doing with that research. And looks like Devil continuing to produce Roaches and Lings. I just wanted to glance at the income tab really quick. Root Destiny is ahead 27 to 22 Harvesters, which is a tad surprising considering Devil went for that early expansion. You would think he would be able to get those drones out faster, but keep in mind the 2 drones that Devil lost, and that is making up the difference at the moment. Looks like Devil is throwing down some gases, so getting rid of some drones there. Destiny remains in the economic lead, and at the production tab we see Devil getting that metabolic boost to speed upgrade that is at about 50% back in Root Destiny's, I keep saying Root Destiny, back in Destiny's base. He has not researched it yet, so definitely not going to be relying at Zerglings, at least at this point in the game. Does have his Roach production up and running, has about 9 or 10 there. It looks like he's going to proceed forward to the middle of the map again. We'll see how far he goes. Transferring some drones there, injecting. Anything else interesting going on? No layer down yet. Also not getting any additional gases, so definitely looking to stay on this tier 1.5 units for the time being at least. Looks like he's coming forward with a lot of Roaches here. But again, some indecision here. Destiny not sure if he wants to attack or not. Perhaps he saw the unit composition of his opponent with this Overlord and did not like what he saw, and that unit composition is in fact 11 Roaches and 11 Zerglings from Devil, and 10 Roaches and 4 Zerglings from Root Destiny. Now what Root Destiny could have been doing there is faked an attack, and the reason players do this against Zerg is you fake an attack and you get your opponents to build units to not build drones, and well, it can help you on later in the game by getting you that economic damage or economic advantage, because you're getting your economy up while they're making units because they think you're attacking, when in fact you're not attacking. And as I said, it looks like Destiny morphing in plenty of Banelings here, so yeah, I'm super intrigued to see how much damage this is going to do. We only have about 12 Zerglings here, so the Banelings will be able to pay for themselves for sure if they get a nice connection. But here we go, Devil coming in with quite a few Roaches, but honestly Destiny has a little bit more, I would say. Yes, Destiny has 17 Roaches to the 13 of his opponent. Looks like Devil is backing up, not wanting to commit himself just yet, in a very tense situation for both these players right now. Devil trying to create a concave for himself, perhaps wants to encourage Destiny to move out with this force of his, but it looks like Destiny has no such plans. But as I say that, here we go, coming out with all of his Roaches as I speak. No, coming back again, so some more indecision from Root Destiny. I keep calling him Root, I'm going to try to call him Destiny. Looks like Devil is just poking in and out, trying to decide whether or not he wants to engage, patrolling back and forth at the top of Destiny's natural expansion. So a very tense moment between these two players. They know that the deciding battle of this game could be occurring in the near future. Destiny coming forward with a lot of his Overlords, trying to see what's up. Let's open up that production tab again and look at this. Devil is actually okay, can I talk about the rest of the game yet? Are you guys done playing cat and mouse? It looks like it. So back in Devil's base, we do have a Spire coming up. Really intriguing play from him. So intriguing play for both players in that Devil's getting a Spire and Destiny's getting those Banelings. So definitely looking to go for some sort of muta play, it looks like, but at the same time he is getting in an Infestation Pit with that Pathogen Glands research. So not sure why he's getting that Spire and the Infestation Pit. Perhaps wants to go Infestors and Mules, but that's really hard to do on 2 bases because you only get 4 gas geysers, and it looks like he's not even saving up that much gas. Only has 30 gas to his name at the moment, but it got eclipsed because he just made 4 Infestors, and Destiny's Infestation Pit is going down just now. So actually Destiny could be in a lot of trouble if these Infestors get out in time for this push, because, well, a couple of fungal growths can just decimate this heavy Roach army from Root Destiny. But it looks like he's coming forward with this ferocious Roach army. Doesn't even care about any Infestors. I guess he hasn't seen them yet, but here we go. Targeting down a lot of these Roaches, and honestly, he has a huge army advantage here, but the Infestors do get out. A key fungal growth goes down. Will Destiny get killed, or will Devil hold this off? It'll be very close, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the Banelings go off on the Infestors. Not sure how cost efficient that is, considering Infestors are armored, but it looks like another fungal growth goes down. But Root Destiny just has so many Roaches, and on the unit production tab, reinforcing with as many 14 Roaches coming forward, targeting down that Infestor. So will Devil have enough to hold this off? It doesn't look like it, continuing to produce those Roaches and Infestors, but Destiny is just overflowing into Devil's natural and main expansion, and he's looking really good right now in round 2 of the Go4sc2 Cup. And looks like Devil pulling all of his drones, does not want to give up yet. Still has some more roaches in the production tab. Feels that if he can eliminate all of these roaches with the help of these drones, he will be okay in this game. But unfortunately for him, he is down 100 to 66 supplies, so maybe not too good of a situation for him. Destiny definitely came on top of that battle, and here we go, coming forward with even more roaches, and Devil loses his remaining roaches, but he does have 2. Actually, he has quite a few back at his natural, has about 8 right there, but Destiny coming forward, not caring if that's there, and look at this, Devil does have the roach advantage here, but as I say that, Destiny coming forward with even more roaches, so definitely wants to end the game right now, making nothing but roaches, wants to crush Devil right now, coming forward with his roaches, targeting down the weak one. The drones are being pulled once again. Root Destiny is surrounded, but will it even matter? These roaches are so strong, especially against those drones, which are intended for harvesting minerals, of course. And looks like Root Destiny will clean up this army at the natural expansion of Devil. And here we go, doing so much damage to every single roach that is being spawned. One roach does lose his life there, got away from his buddies, but here we go, Destiny coming up the ramp once again, wants to end this once and for all. And keep in mind, Devil's actually building a Mutalisk behind this, so I'm not sure how effective that will be, though. One Mutalisk against this many roaches. Sure, roaches don't shoot up, but Destiny can just do whatever he wants on the ground, because one Mutalisk will take forever to kill all of these roaches. And here we go, Devil pulling all of his drones once again, and there's the GG from Devil. So Root Destiny will advance to round 3 of the Go4sc2 Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Father's Day once again, and thank you so much for joining me. We will be jumping into round 3 with Root Destiny, Complexity Destiny, whoever he is, in just a second. Don't go anywhere.